What is up, people? Van from the Vaniverse Gaming Channel here with another review of a DLC for Conan Exiles. So, I did a review on Treasures of Tehran, which was the first one in the Season 2 pass, and then Blood and Sands was number 2. This is the third. It's been a while since I've made a video on Conan, so I apologize for the delay. And then also Riders of Hyboria came out as well, which I will cover in the next episode. So if you want to see all my reviews of all the DLCs, both in Season 1 and Season 2, you can click on the little eye in the top right-hand corner. That'll get you to my playlist. And then stay tuned, click on sub, the notification, so you know when I put up the Riders of Hyboria DLC. So let's get into it. Season Pass gets you all 4 DLCs. If you do the Season Pass, it saves you like $10. It's normally $39.99. If you do the Season Pass, it's $29.99, something like that. So the first DLC in the Season 2 Pass was the Treasures of Tehran, which was pretty cool. Gave us like elephants and rhinos that could carry a bunch of stuff. Cool designs. The second one was all geared around the PvP flags on a PvE server where you could put down a banner and it would put a radius of PvP. So it was all about building Coliseum type buildings and you know, ground for like fighting pits, which was really cool. This one was more towards the roleplay community. So this one is geared around more the decoration than it is everything else. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm in the jungle, and the main thing about this one is the addition of these tree foundations that I'm standing on right here. So the purpose of these is you can stick them right into a big tree and they act like a normal foundation. I personally am not 100%, I'm not a huge fan of them because of they're basically, because of the way they have the sides, you're going to have to use a lot of triangle foundations and triangle ceiling pieces in order to get it the way that you want. It is cool that you can build way up in a tree and stick them up in there without having to like put anything from the ground up, so that's great. But where it really falls short is on this right here, the rope bridges. So when this first came out, the rope bridges were the coolest thing I've ever seen. I thought it'd be really cool to build these really long bridges from tree to tree. The problem with the rope bridges are they have to be on like foundations and pillars. So you can see I have pillars in order to make this rope bridge go across. So they didn't change the stability issue that you have with every other building mechanic, where you can only put out so far from a foundation before you need to add more stability. The issue I found with the rope bridges are you can only go out 2 or 3 bridges before you have to put the next piece, and for some reason they don't lock onto columns, onto pillars. So if I'm doing something wrong, hopefully someone can leave in the comments, but I was really annoyed with this. However, if you look at this rope bridge, you can kind of see how cool they are. This is like the small bridge. This is like the hanging rope bridge where the ropes are kind of hanging down. And they come in different lengths. You have like a long one and then a short one. But like you can see, I had to throw in just a regular ceiling piece in order to keep these things going. So to me, they're cool in theory, and if you're going to be putting them around like a normal tree base, I think they'll be really nifty. But to actually try and connect trees across a large expanse of area, I just don't think they're viable for that. It's better to do just the horizontal elevator if you want to connect it, you know what I mean? So you can kind of see as we take this, this is how I had to do it. And you have to line up the pillars with foundations so that you can link them. But you can kind of get an idea of how they look as we go across. So those were the 2 main building pieces they added in, were rope bridges and these foundations that you can put into the side of a tree that I showed you. On top of that, they added in stages and bars. So again, for the RP. So we'll go show that here right now. So you can see this is a stage that you can build right here. These are the stage pieces. This is what they look like. And then they have a curved stage stair, a straight stage stair, and this, you know, triangle stage stair. So kind of meant so you can have a nice little stage, maybe put a throne up there, have your entertainers dancing, and go from there. So because this is an RP type DLC, a lot of it is based around the tavern. So you have these outfits that you can put on your dancing thralls, and then you also have the bar. So we'll look at those in a second. The next thing they have is the bar. So there's two different bar options. There's the bar that has the kegs underneath like this, and then there's the bar that has the panels. So you can see it says panels. They come in 3 different versions. They come in this little L-shaped, then you got like a long piece, and then you got like a little small piece. I really don't like that it's hard to connect them to make them look like they're part of the same thing. So that was kind of disappointing to me. But they're the exact same pieces with just 2 different fronts on them depending on what style you're going for. I wish that they had like a lock-on mechanic similar to what you do with, say, your foundations. If other people can lock them on and get them to connect real well, if you can leave that in the comments, it's great. But these are the 2 options that you get from a bar standpoint. The next thing is over here, they have a lot of placeables in this one. So let's kind of talk about the placeables you have. So a cool thing is they actually have a chessboard. Now, I thought these chessboards would like sit on a table, but no, they're like really big chessboards. You have the one that's flat, and then you have this one that's on a stand. But to go in further detail, they literally added all the chess pieces for both the black and the white knights. This is probably the coolest part of the entire game, or of the entire DLC, is that you can literally pick up your pieces, and you can actually move them and play chess. So I can actually say, okay, yes, we're going to put our pawn out right here. So I thought that was really cool. They have all the pieces. So that's a nice addition to this. This was a really cool. I really like the Horde side. Horde, God, I'm still talking WoW Classic. But the dark side, you can see you got your the dudes riding the skeletal dragon. You get your king, King Scourger, you got your queen and your king. I think the Barrow King is the king, yeah. So, real cool. When it comes to placeables, again, bar theme. So you got your keg right here. Then you got your giant stack of all different sizes of kegs. This is just one piece that you put down. It's a barrel rack. You can't move or change any of those. That's just how it looks. You have this barrel. It's like a stool, but you can see there's only one little metal thing on it. You have this barrel stool that's got several of the metal bands. You got this barrel table if you want to sit down and hang out with your buddies in the bar. You got a small bench. You got a bench. You got a bigger circular barrel table versus that one. You got a nice little wine basket you can put around to decorate your little bar. You have a basket, and then you actually have a barrel lid. So you could probably put that barrel lid on the basket, but I thought it looked pretty cool sitting beside it like somebody took it off, maybe throw some wine in there. But very much so based on decoration. And then here you got a little bit longer of a bar table. If you want the long table, you can put lots of seats around. You know, the circular table or the 2-person. Yes, table for 2. Table for 4. Oh, party of 7. You need to sit at this table. So that's basically the kegs and how that works. In addition, they have some wine. They have a wine shelf you can put behind your bar. And then they also have this nifty little wine rack you can throw up on the wall. So again, very much so for the RP decoration style of the game. In addition, they have these beautiful drapes. They have the big double drape. They have the small double drape. Then they have this little overhanging drape, which I'm not quite sure what you're supposed to do with this. Kind of the silliest drape I've ever seen. Just gonna say it. I don't even know why this is in the game. Then you have like a drape where you can you have it from the left side, so you don't want to double, you just want a single. Then you have this nice little double drape where they're kind of opened a little bit different. So those all come with the DLC as well. And what is these wonderful, sensual, love-making drapes for if you don't have the bed to go with? So here's your luxurious bed. So once you see your wonderful dancers and you're like, hey, come on over. Here's your nice little bed with the porn star style bedding, you know. So that's pretty much it. If I had to comment on the whole DLC, let's wait. I'll give you my comments at the end. So now let's get over to the jewelry that you can add to your dancers. So again, this gal right here is fully decked out in a set of jewelry. That is all she's wearing. Because I'm on a PG type video guy, I do not have nudity turned on. But you can imagine if these people were completely undressed and wearing this stuff. So this right here is the Bejeweled Circlet, right up here. You got the Bejeweled Chains, that's this thing here. Bejeweled Bracelets, right there and right there. And then her nice little loincloth, and then you got these anklets that are down here. In addition to that, you also have a bracelet, these gold bracelets, and a gold anklet. Or you can swap them out for the silver version, which looks like that and like this, and you can kind of see it on her. Now, my channel does not discriminate, so for all you ladies out there, we have a male version. You can throw on a silver circlet, looks kind of like that, or some earrings, or a gold circlet, another gold circlet, and gold earrings. So let's look at what the circlet looks like on him. So there you go, as he's dancing around. So very much so, okay, stop doing your break dancing and turn around here. So very much so all about the RP and the bar theme and decorating your dancers, etc. I mean, I have to admit that one's pretty good. It kind of reminds me of the Princess Leia dress from the good Star Wars, but well, that's for another time. So there you go. On top of what you've seen so far, the last thing that we have is the armor and the war paint that came with this DLC. Now, I will tell you the armor is not like the other ones where there's not as many different varieties, so let's just put them all here and you can kind of see it. Again, mainly for decoration purposes. So we're going to zoom out. And the first thing we're going to put on is just artisan pants. So these things come by themselves. There's nothing to go with them. They're just kind of by themselves. These are your artisan pants, leather pants. There you go. So you want to get like a little hammer and you want to look like a blacksmith. There you go. You got artisan pants to run around looking like a blacksmith. So then the combinations we have here are the noble shirt and the noble pants. So you want to look like a nice nobleman, or you want to dress up your thralls as noblemen. That's what this looks like. All right, and then if you have a bar, you got to be an innkeeper, so you got to have an innkeeper outfit. So there you go. Look kind of like a bar pirate. There you go. Get a peg leg and a peg arm, and you're pretty good to go. So there's your innkeeper. And then let's get into the actual gear itself. So this is the Dark Templar set. There you go. Now this is pretty cool looking. The helmet's a little interesting, but I like the other stuff. I mean, take off the helmet, and that's a pretty cool set of armor. Look at that. That's actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a huge fan of that. Minus the helmet. The helmet looks kind of ridiculous. All right, so if you look at it, this basically gives you bonus agility, bonus agility, bonus agility, bonus agility. It's your heavy armor. So if I go to my my attributes, you'll see this gives me +5 agility set. With the changes they made to agility, that's actually a good stat on heavy armor now because it affects your how well you roll, and also your sprinting drains less stamina right here. So I think like with the changes to what they did with agility stat and people maybe putting more into agility, this is a cool set and good stats to have on this armor. All right, and then the other one is the Guardian set. There you go. Going to, there you go. So you got a nice little elephant coming out of your chest. Nice little elephant bones. So there you go. This one is also a heavy set, and this one gives you bonus strength. So +5 to strength for this whole set. I didn't tell you these, so let's take all this off. I didn't show you the stats on the nobles. So if we go here to the attributes, it gives you +3 to your encumbrance with the nobles. And then the artisan pants gives you +2 to encumbrance. And the Innkeeper set gives you +4 to encumbrance. So all of the other gear is for encumbrance. You can see the Nobles is light armor, the Innkeeper is light armor, and the Artisan is light armor. So that's the armors that come with it. There are no weapons in this DLC. And lastly, we'll show off the war paints. So it comes with 6 different war paints. So let's put them on. Actually, before I do that, let me add in some of that schloff. Got to schloff off the dead skin. S-L-O-U, I think. Yeah, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to schloff off the dead skin. All right. So let's put these in here, and then we'll schloff them off. All right. So first one, there you go. So this one is called Calm. So here you go. This is your calming one. It's a nice little light purple tattoo. And these don't give you anything. So if you look at the attributes, nothing changes. These are solely for decoration. So we'll go ahead and put on number 2. Ooh, that one's cool. Look at that. Yeah, I like that one. That's a cool one. And that one is called Desire. No. That one is called Emptiness. So if you're feeling empty, you get the coolest tattoo. Okay, next one is Innocence. White is Innocence, obviously. Makes sense. There you go. Got some on your face. Innocence tattoo. Alright. The next one. This one is called Jealousy. I thought Envy was green, but whatever. Green with Jealousy. Jealousy green. I don't really like that one. I think the white and the black one are the best so far. Alright. And then the next one is called Lust. Nice bright purple lust. Eek. It's kind of like a pink. I'm kind of colorblind. Is that pink or purple? I have no idea. Don't like it. Alright. And then last we have Passion. I'm glad I don't have to slough any of this off. I could just switch them out pretty. That's pretty cool. Alright. So Passion is red. Red with Passion. That one's not too bad. I still have to say the black and the white one are the best. So there you go. There is your 6. There are your 6 war paints. So that's that. So you can see the war paints, once you equip them, they can be unequipped and equipped. So that's kind of different. I don't remember seeing that in any of the other videos. But yeah. So let me know what you think about this DLC. Again, very much so cosmetic. Very much so about bars and all that. I mean, it's called the Debauchery of Derketo, so it kind of makes sense. A lot of decoration, a lot of RP, play some chess with your buddies, and these wonderful tree foundations that you can throw into a tree so you can actually build high up, like you can see there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my next video on the Riders of Hyboria DLC. And yeah, this is Van from the Vaniverse Gaming Channel. Appreciate y'all watching. Cheers, and peace out.